Well, it's about time for another video on the personal channel. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another upload, finally. So I'm in the car. I'm on my way to the airport, Winter Wonderland in Pittsburgh. I am flying to Sweden for the first time in like 2.5 years. And it's funny enough, it's not like we're going to warm weather, but it's warmer than this. And it's way up north. So I'll see you guys at the airport. All right, so we're sitting at TGI Fridays, waiting for my flight to board to Detroit, which then goes to Amsterdam and then to Gothenburg. It's currently like 7 minutes past 2, and the flight to Detroit is delayed by like half an hour. And I only have left layover-wise in Detroit to Amsterdam about 30 minutes. So I better find that gate like quick when I land in Detroit. So what's the technical difficulty? What's going on?
We don't know. They didn't tell us exactly what the name is.
This will get you to Gothenburg at 1:50 p.m.
So when is this flight leaving?
We don't know yet. We're waiting for maintenance.
So do we know if it's even going to leave today?
I don't know, because we have to wait with maintenance to figure out what's going on first. So I don't know what's going on yet.
All right, so we're back on the plane. It's 4:39. Everything got rescheduled. It's all crazy. Apparently a plane crashed in Toronto. That's a Delta flight during the same time that, you know, this whole debacle was happening. I don't know at the time if anything came about that crash in regards to other people's lives. I don't think it did. So everything is delayed on my end to get to Sweden. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, finally made it to Detroit. After being massively delayed, having everything rescheduled to Amsterdam. Probably arriving in Gothenburg like 8 hours later, but it is what it is sometimes. I gotta find my gate. I have no idea where my gate is. This airport's so big. It's way bigger than the Pittsburgh one. But yesterday, I mainly spent that day with my sister and my niece and my nephew, and I haven't seen them in almost 3 years. It was May 2022 the last time. So spent some time with them, and it was good. All right, well, we're here in Örebro, Sweden, where my mom now lives, and I'm out here taking a walk around the neighborhood where she lives. It's not really the downtown Örebro area. This city, by the way, is the 5th largest in the country of Sweden. There's a lot of nature out here, which is cool. It's nice. A lot of these buildings were built like mid-70s. They're very old. My mother's house is a little newer than that, but yeah, so this video is kind of hopping all over the place, but we're gonna come back to the house here pretty soon. And this weekend it's my dad's funeral. We're not gonna cover that in today's video. I might show clips in the next one, but yeah, this is more about, you know, traveling and coming over to Sweden again for the first time since May 2022. So it's been a while. I hadn't seen my sister or my dad, for that matter, or my niece and nephew or my mother since 2022. But yeah, thanks to technology, like I've mentioned in other videos, it's been easy to keep touch with them and keep in contact, even though I've been on the other side of the globe. Oh.
Han skulle gifta sig i sommar.
Ja, jag vet. So we've stopped by here real quick. This is the spot, this school that's behind all these barricades or whatever. That school right there was the worst mass shooting in Swedish history ever. That happened about 3 weeks ago. So they have a bunch of lights here, memorials, remembering the 10 victims, 11 with the shooter who killed himself after doing this horrible act. So yeah, it just happens to be in the city where I was born in Sweden, called Örebro, the city where my mother lives, and the city where my dad passed away a few weeks ago. So yeah, just come by real quick and give our respects. All right, so this is the next day. I'm out for a walk here again. We got teeny weeny a little bit of snow yesterday, but I'm out here in the middle of the woods. I mean, it's pretty nice, pretty peaceful. It's different from what I'm used to walking in, like concrete jungle downtown Pittsburgh. But check this out. This is different. See, I think there used to like be an old house here, like way back in the day. Who knows how long ago? Check this out. It's like an old, I don't know what they used this for. Like an old cellar of some sort. I think it was some kind of wood burning thing, because there's like, yeah, there's like old, like wood in there for making a fire, I guess. Yeah. And then someone kind of put this big cement blocky thing right in front of it. But, you know, it's just weird to kind of think of like what it looked like here. Who knows how long ago, maybe 100 years or something. Yeah. Out in the woods, out in the woods. You can see people ride their horses here. And yeah, right over here, someone has like their own horses. I guess a little stable and stuff. It's nice, beautiful. Now, the funny thing is, I mean, it obviously looks pretty cold here, and it is pretty cold, but it's still about 33 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 1 degree Celsius, so it's above freezing. And this is way up north compared to Pittsburgh, PA, but it's still currently colder in Pittsburgh than it is here. It's just funny how that works. I fly way north for, you know, I mean, it was delayed a little bit, but I traveled for 20 hours way north, and I'm going to warmer weather. All right, so cruising around in my mom's Peugeot. This is a brand they don't even have in the US. I mean, I don't think so. I've never seen it. But anyway, went and bought 2 pounds of Swedish candy. This is the best candy you can buy. It's so good. Now we're heading back to the crib and kind of show you a part of the house where I'm staying right now, and then we'll wrap it up for today's video. Yep, so this room is where I'm staying, and this room was actually my dad's last hangout, you could say. This room is where my dad actually passed away, January 27th of this year. So it's coming up on almost a month. since he passed away, that he's getting, buried tomorrow. And that is pretty common in Sweden, that you wait about 3 weeks to a month. For anyone that's wondering, I know it's been a little while for people that have been keeping up with this, but anyhow, had hospice care at home, and they had a big hospital bed right here, filled with, because it went very quickly the last few days. It took a turn for the worse, and he passed away. And they had a hospital bed here. He had hospice nurses 24/7 at the house taking care of him. My mom, my sister, and tons of friends were, gathered in this room, and they were singing to him, and just, it was a good, if you can say that, a good atmosphere for the last days of my, dad's life, even though he passed away, and it's super sad. I wish he was still here, healthy, obviously. For those of you who don't know, he had a stroke 6 years ago. Then he got leukemia, and then he got like epileptic seizures. Like everything happened at the same time. And he obviously wasn't the man that I knew for, the 68 years before he had the stroke. But anyway, for anyone that watched that video in 2019, it was like 2 months after my dad had the stroke. My sister and I surprised my parents. I just showed up here, flew to Sweden, obviously, and it was a pretty cool video. I'll link it in the description. But anyhow, I bought this chair for my dad at that time, and he loved this chair. He would sit here and watch his sports and his favorite programs, whatever. So that's pretty cool. That chair is still sitting here. And yeah, this was kind of like my dad's. It's not a man cave, but this is kind of like his room. He wasn't very mobile, especially not, the past few months here. So he didn't move around a lot, but he stayed up here. Yeah, it's pretty special to be here. So I'm sitting over here editing the video. And yeah, that's about it. I'll show you a picture of my parents in 1975 when they got married. If he would have made it till December 13th this year, that would have been their 50th wedding anniversary. And we'll do this. Ow, dang it, stupid chair. We'll do this as well. See old pictures of me and my sister. Long blonde hair. I remember this Christmas is like, I don't know, this is probably like 85-ish. I got some some kind of car game or something. That's your boy again. Full set of hair, blonde, like a mofo. This is probably, what is this? This is like 95-ish. Got Oakland A's jersey on there. I think this is California. We spent the summer over there. But yeah, pretty cool old pictures. Yeah, there's one here before my dad got sick with my nephew Cliff. That's my dad. And here's my niece, Nancy. And that's who my dad's with right now. So yeah, like I said, I am sad that he's not here in a healthy, form. He passed away, and we're burying him tomorrow. But I do sense a peace in him being free from pain. No more stroke, no more leukemia, and yeah, he's back to normal, in peace, joy, and happiness. So I think I might film a little clips tomorrow at the funeral, but we'll see. We're going to end the video with this. This is kind of where I'm hanging out here in Sweden at my mom's crib. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.